Hey guys, we're here playing Blue Sun and we're testing out the new Oaktown renovation. This hand is not so good, we're going to throw it back. It's not the worst, but we can do better. Okay. And Oaktown renovation is, for anyone who's not sure what it does, you put it face up, but then it pays you credits for advancing it. Which is pretty sweet, because a lot of times you don't really want to spend money like it would make your server weak, but then if you can we're just going to throw out the gonna shuffle Jackson for 1-4-2. Yeah, I'm gonna, that's fine. Yeah, but if you actually make money on your advancement, then maybe you can afford to score it. So in this build, we've actually gotten rid of all the 3-pointers, and we're just playing 3 Oaktowns and also the Chronos project. That's one way you can go, and it ensures that the runner absolutely has to score 4 to win. Of course, it means the runner has to as well. Or sorry, it means that both the runner and the corp are scoring 4 agendas to win. But the hope is maybe it's a little bit easier with the Oaktown. And the Chronos project is pretty relevant in a lot of matchups here, especially against Kate. It's quite important. And it's quite important against Max as well. Chronotype coming out right away. That seems pretty awkward to me. I don't think that's very good. You know what, let's draw 2. See if we can get something like a hedge fund or something. No, we can't, but we can get an oversight, which is pretty sweet. And we will click for credit. Yeah, we'll throw out all our Oaktowns. So we'll just put 3 agendas away. Get into a stable position. So when you do play the Oaktown and you play the Chronos project, you go up to 11 agendas. So that's 2 more than when you're playing the other suite. And I'm not sure how comfortable I am with that. Because one of the merits of playing Glacier is just not having to do an enormous amount of agendas. Like, you probably would not have drawn 3 agendas this early had you been playing with only 9 agendas in the deck. So we're running 18 ice, which you might normally run 19 or 20. We've also cut the 3rd restructure, and the idea is that the Oaktown is an economy card. You know, it's kind of like how you can run hostile takeover, and that counts as some economy. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, depending what he does, I'm surprised he hasn't gone for this Jackson yet. That's really weird. Like, he's Whizzard, you pretty much go for the Jackson. Let's get some more ice. No, we'll not, but we'll get a curtain. And we'll start the boot camp. And then next turn we can search for Adonis. Start it in the remote. Or we can just try scoring this Chronos project, but there's nothing we care about yet in the heap. It would just be scoring it to get a point. Which, meh. I think I'd rather just start rolling in dough. Set up some more ice. So he's using Magnum Opus Whizzard. Okay. That's interesting. You even want our Jackson back? We could put it in our hand. Doesn't seem that great. He's on 5. We just draw the Adonis. We could actually even interns one of those agendas and then advance it. I don't really like that as much. Well, no, I kind of do, because then we can send our oversight back, which is really nice to draw later. I mean, maybe he has David, but go from archives. We'll put the Oaktown face up, and maybe we actually even put the ash on it. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. And if we draw an ice next turn, we can double advance and put an ice on it. Or even just put another ash in there. I wouldn't mind double ashing that server. Because he's got 0 link, it's going to be pretty tasty. I don't know, kind of a weird play, but it could be fine. Oh, this is nice. We're going to get to... yeah, we can spare these credits. Knock $3 out of him. Which basically means he's not going to get in this server. I guess he could Opus David run, but then he's going to get traced out by Ash. Yeah, we'll raise the ice wall as well. I want this toll booth back so I can have much more money to trace with. I think I don't really want to discard any of my cards, so if I do, I'm going to have 6. Actually, I don't mind putting the toll booth in front of the curtain and letting him hit HQ. So trash my Adonis, which is not good. We have the second interns. I think I will bounce the booth. And then we can make him guess a little bit. Oh, we get Atlas. Let's play the booth back down. Let's play the second Ash. And then let's advance this, which I actually make $1. That's pretty sweet. Let's rearrange these a little bit. Ideally, we'd want to get the Chronos Scar. We need something good in this heap, but I don't think he really relies on this heap in this deck. Maybe we'll see some instant parasites, but with the Opus, he almost doesn't have the MU. Yeah, he's not going to go for it. He's going to play Rachel Beckman. Interesting. So he's like a super control-y. Huh. I don't really approve of that. Look at my bank going up. This is so much better than Corporate War. It's just crazy. Like, normally after you score an agenda, you're a bit weaker, but we're actively stronger here. Vigil. Okay. So, what I want to do this turn is I think I want to score the Chronos just to get it out of my hand. And I want to move the curtain to the outside. So we'll res this Lorn by 1, and then we'll bring it back. Miramati. Okay. So now we'll play the Hive. It's not the best dice, but it will force him to have a Corroder and a Breaker of the other type, and we'll play our Chronos into the remote. Usually, like an advanced agenda is pretty easy to score against people because they think that Blue Sun needs to advance most of its stuff to do anything. Obviously, we're gonna trash this to get a Jackson. No point letting him use his Whizzard credits on anything. He's still drawing. Man, he got 3 cards at the start of a turn. He's still drawing. What's in his deck? I guess I need a lot of duplicates. What? Okay. I guess if we were going to see source him, this would stop it. I don't know. Because of mid-seasons, I would never play this card. Like, triggering only on 1 tag is pretty lackluster. So let's just exile this heat. Hitting the medium is maybe relevant. As for discards, it's probably just this Miramati. Which it's a good card, we just don't need it. This deck has 3 Tollbooth in it, which I really like. I mean, Tollbooth is such a great ice in almost every scenario, but when it's immune to Fem because of Blue Sun's bouncing abilities, it's just even better. There's the Corroder. So now we can break this for a lot of money. 11. And then you can break this for another 3. I mean, if he has Stim Hack, that's probably helpful to him. And he can click for 8 before running. So this server is not exactly 100% safe. Yeah, okay, so he's going to gain click and then lose click, but the lose click's going to be countered by this once he has a gene conditioning shop out. That's elaborate. That's really elaborate. I actually can't afford double curtain wall. If I just play the Adonis, will he go for it? If I just play this unadvanced, will he go for it? I'm going to play this unadvanced. And maybe we'll put this out just as bait. Or we can pretend we're full of agendas and just throw it. And then, yeah, fake them out that way. Don't mind that. So if we go to 5, we don't want the second Chronos. So now he's drawing 3 cards. He has 5 actions. Seems pretty good. Except we're already on 3 points. We have a lot of credits. I don't know. So this is probably where he would medium dig if he had medium. Yeah. I think we want to res this because we actually want it on the remote. So you just trying to bait us. I'm not sure what his goal was here. Maybe he's going to play a David out of his hand. Gene conditioning. Now he can use his PT thing to go to 6 clicks effectively. And he does not run the remote. Probably thinking it's the Adonis. Probably gonna need this interns to get Ash back after everything we have dies in this remote. But how good is this mimic? Probably it's borderline, but 2 curtains is too many. We're not going to use both of them. It's a pretty crazy engine. He's now a 6-click runner. We'll see if it can turn the game around at this point, this late hour. He still can't answer the booth. Six-click runner. All he needs is a decoder. Nice, he can install and drain liberated accounts and still have a click left. So we're going to have a real hard time sealing this game with Ash, because he's got way more money than we can get our hands on, realistically speaking. Let's send back Restructure. May as well send back the Chronos, and let's send back the... I guess it's got to be the interns? The interns can worst case act as economy. Yeah, he's gonna run R&D for a card. So now we're in a place where our hive is dead. And if we do curtain, it's fairly underwhelming. We're not even really taxing him too much on this. One is an oversight. Well, kind of. See if we can burn some of that money while we wait. But I'm a little worried about this R&D right now. He's on 6 clicks. Really putting ice is not going to do a ton to stop him. So there's a torch in the heap. That's his decoder. If we could have got that, he must have retrieval run. Oh, just as I say it, there's the retrieval run. Good for him. So our Chronos timing was not as good as it could have been. Maybe scoring the second one would have been fine. Just to exile his heap. Hard to say. I mean, that's still, what, 5 to break the toll booth? So it's not nothing. this heap doing? 10, 11 cards. He's probably not playing level. He probably just gets to a giant board state. I mean, we've seen this is 4 influence, so 4, 6, 7. He's probably got another one of these to 8. Quest completed on my Adonis. Nice try. Oh, and notoriety. Okay, right on. Double notoriety. That's what you do with 6 clicks. Pretty sweet. Second toll booth. Well, that's kind of the only thing we have to put on our remote. Do you want to put the Adonis back? Not really. I think I'd rather bluff it at something good. And get these booths doing something. Okay, so there's more of influence on notoriety. We're getting pretty close to the end of it. Still, we're going to have a hard time scoring out. We're a little bit slow to steal the deal. Maybe keeping another one of those Oaktowns in hand would have been better. And just like pushing them out. Now, of our ice, we are playing a Nebula. Are we? Yes, we're playing a Nebula and a Taurus. So the Nebula is live. That's potentially super key. Because taking it as torch potentially gives us a window where he can't break the toll booth in either the remote or here. Yeah, so we can't raise this, unfortunately. $1 more we could have taxed him. Yeah, we'll use the Jackson here. Adonis. I guess another curtain could be good if we get a bunch of oversights. Mainly we're just going to reduce the density in our deck. Now we're at a Jackson's. Okay, so let's bring our Ash back. Then we can maybe try to bluff him again with what we've just installed. It's not a great plan. But if we can keep him running on the toll booth, that will at least keep his bank under control to some extent. At least keep him from running both R&D and the remote every turn. All right. Well, we'll get a few bucks out of him this time. We'll get 7 out of him. Looks like he doesn't have David so far. So if we can get like a curtain toll booth remote, maybe we'll just score. Discards 2 gene conditioning shops. Yeah, he's getting more cards than he can deal with. He's just going to run out of them. Whoops. There we go. Click. Install. I mean, the Crisium is nominally okay, but I think it's just at this point better to put a thing in the remote, see if he's going to check it. Kind of can't do much else here. Don't have any way to interact with his rig, or with his resources. The Nebula potentially interacts with his rig. And the Taurus would actually take him off his Kianju PT or his Vigil, both of which are giving him more. Well, this is giving him more cards, just soon becoming irrelevant. Yeah, killing the PT would actually be nice. So I would certainly res a Taurus if I were able to. He's going to use his Whizzard credits and trash this Crisium, I imagine. Maybe he'll leave it. But the thing is, we can just bounce it and keep making him check it. I'm not sure how I feel about playing 3 Hive when we change this agenda suite, because it seems like we're going to get to 5 points or 4 points earlier when we're scoring these smaller agendas, so it's weakening the Hive earlier. I like the Hive better with the Pyrex, since you often can keep it strong for a while. Even up to your last agenda, it can still do something. It does end up leaving the Crisium here. Fair enough. Dyson M chip for more MU. Okay. So I will bring this back. Now we get an oversight. That's going to burn some credits from him. Pleased about that. Let's see if he'll go for it when it's behind. I don't know, maybe he would have gone for it anyway and I should have put it behind the toll booth to see if he'd run both. Because I think this is pretty irresistible for him to... He's going to have to trash this. There's no way he's not going to trash it. Yeah, I think probably putting this behind the toll booth again might have made him think that he had to deal with both in the same turn. What I wonder how this deck beats Fast Advance. Like, the engine's a little slow, and Breaking News crushes the Rachel, so you can't really install the Rachel in that matchup. I feel like the Opus is just too slow to keep up with, like, Astrobiotics. Maybe you just don't beat Astrobiotics. Yeah, so he's going to pay 11 to get rid of this. Which we're extremely pleased about. Yeah, he's going to trash it now to avoid me just dragging him around. Maybe he has a second medium too and he wants to get medium counters. It's not unreasonable. Question for me is, what's the best intern's target? I might need it for the curtain if I get another oversight without another curtain. Giving the Crisium back is another card I can play with, play remote games. Alright, we'll bring this Ash back, and we can either keep dragging him through it or not. Wish I could afford this curtain. We'd be in so much better shape if I were able to really do that, but it's not really the case. We're just going to have to not make a threat this turn. Click up, and next turn I can turn the toll booth. I can bring the toll booth back and put the curtain out with the Ash in behind. And then we can do a bigger tax. 5 credits versus 11 credits. Problem is he can make 11 credits a turn. Can click for 10 and still run. So really we need to build our bank up, but that's tough to do. Again, if we interns for the Adonis, he can easily trash it no matter what we do. So we're in a little bit of a stranglehold. And he's now down to his last 5 cards. So for influence, we've seen 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12. 12 influence, so there's still 3 somewhere else. Another, oh no, 13. So there's maybe a third Rachel. I'll restructure, that's fantastic. That's what we were looking for. So we need 22 credits to actually do this kind of double ice play. Yeah, this is good. Next we can credibly install something and make him run through both of these ice. Either put the Adonis with interns, then he knows what it is. Or, yeah, okay, we're gonna basically have to, because we're gonna lose our Ash here for free. Oh well. I have no idea how we're going to win this game. I guess the Nebula is our only hope. But if he has a second retrieval run, it won't even do much. We would need basically to... If we kill Corroder... Okay, we need an ETR in Archives, and then to kill the appropriate breaker. That's a tough sell. He's likely to score here. The agendas have been in the deck for a long time. It's like 1 and 3. No, he just trashes Bootcamp, but he pays real money, so that's something. Crisium grid. Yeah, we need 22 credits, which we can do. Maybe I'll just put that there in case of a retrieval run. He has to run this because he doesn't know what it is. So definitely appeal to those versions. You have more things that you can score from advanced. You have the 2 Chronos Project and the 3 Atlas, which puts more pressure on them to run. So this is a really expensive turn for him. He's actually losing net credits on this. So I bounced the toll booth here. The advantage of bouncing toll booth is that I can potentially install Nebula if I draw it. He's going to trash that too, so his bank is down to 5. I think I bounce it just on the off chance that I draw the Nebula. No, I draw an APD contract, actually. This is our chance. This is probably the only one we're going to get. I mean, that decreases... No, that's not even worth it. That decreases the cost by 4, but we end up... Hang on. Let's think about this. No, this takes the cost down by 4. We put anything else there, which is not good. We'll discard the R&D. I mean, there's no way we can do anything else, score anything else except an APD. But I think we have the window here. If he goes to 15, he does not make it. He's going to check our HQ to see if we've cleaned out everything. I guess he figures he can't get it, and it's an APD. So he's going to try to win on the R&D. Oh no, he's going to quest complete it. Oh, I'm a dummy. Yeah. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to have the money too. He's going to be at 5 after... Or no, he's going to be at 3, right? Yes, he's going to have to pay the corroder. Yeah, I've been thinking about what his remaining 4 cards are, and the second quest complete makes a lot of sense. Oh, we're going to make this by 1 credit, aren't we? Yes. Oh, the math works out. Oh, so good. That is the saddest feeling ever when you're the corp. Or when you're the runner and you just like access that NAP with 3 credits. Every credit we taxed him, every time we did things to make him spend money, it all came up to this reason, to this turn, and him being 1 credit short. Yep, this is Netrunner. Every decision matters. Had he left one of those Crisium grids, he would have had the money. Whew. Had he run HQ 1 fewer time and just clicked Opus, you know, like there's just wow. That was a good game. That was long. Yeah, so I like the Oaktown. We'll play a little more, see what we think about it. But yeah, NAPD for the win. Thanks for watching, guys.